Ahead of a very exciting show on Saturday, September 23rd at the Nomad, I'm joined by all three members of FUZZY MACHETE, which is Cassandra on the bass, lead vocals and hands, which will make sense in a moment, because according to the website, Robin is drums, vocals and heart, and Tara is guitar, vocals and head. There are some quite cerebral lyrics.
Right, but that soft pedaling around is the fact that we're all nerds.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Hey, speak for yourself. You are a huge nerd.
Okay. You've not been unknown to perform at anime and sci-fi conventions. Yeah. Hence the song that we can hear at the moment is Convention Time.
Convention time is here. Can you feel it? Yeah! Can you feel it? Yeah! Can you feel it? Yeah! It's convention time. Can you feel
What is exciting about this September 23rd show at the moment?
Well, it was supposed to be a part of a world tour by this Japanese band called SUSHIMAMIRE.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they had some problems with their visa, so they're not coming to America. Instead, what we're doing is we're going to be piping them in via Skype to the big projection system.
They're coming to the Nomad, courtesy of you, regardless.
Via the internet, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we'll be playing there along with SPEEDWEED and Black Widows and a group from Colorado called the Many Colored Death, and it's going to be a fun night.
Yeah, it's going to be very fun. And we're going to go to the Nomad and set up the Skype connection, make sure everything is working with the projector. So we will be communicating with said band very shortly. You not only communicated with them, but you had a exciting night drinking with them when the tours crossed paths.
Yeah, it's kind of becoming our thing to have near misses about playing shows with them.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is not the first attempt?
No, this was 2 years ago. We were touring with a band from San Antonio called Heather Go Psycho. Just as we were finishing our tour and driving back from San Antonio, SUSHIMAMIRE was touring the Southwest and just wrapping it up. They had a tour schedule on Facebook that just said TBD for Dallas, Texas that night. They were hoping to catch one more show. I got on the phone and I just started working friends of friends, trying to find a hall for us to do a show with them.
Yeah, to have the TBD become D.
Yeah. We found a hall where we could do it. They didn't think they could secure a sound guy on a Monday night without a guarantee, so we were ready to put down a guarantee to make the show happen. We got to the hall and found out that no sound tech was coming at all, and the bar wouldn't let us go on because the manager didn't want anyone else messing with the sound system. So they rolled in, I explained it to them, and I'm like, well, you're here, you want to just come in and let us buy you a few drinks? And it turned out to be their drummer's birthday. So they definitely took us up on that offer, and we all got pretty well hammered. Meanwhile, Jimmy, their road manager, found another show in this dive bar across town.
Oh, really?
Where he could just slip them in as the last act of the night. The three of us all went out for dinner, and the three of them went into their van and tried to sleep off their drunken days. So we went to their show that night, and we just stayed in touch with them and made a couple of attempts to bring them to Minneapolis, and this is the closest we've gotten so far. Feels like we're in a technology ad from 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Someday you'll be doing this.
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
As long as I've known Tara, she's been talking about SuShiMaMiRe and sending me videos. And so going to see them in Texas was the first time that Rob and I had ever seen them.
First time I'd ever even heard of them.
Yeah.
I was pretty blown away.
Like the best part was that, you know, it was like this horrible situation where they're coming and we don't know if the venue's gonna work and, you know, we don't know what's gonna happen. And then it ends with these this venue out in the Bellum neighborhood?
Deep Ellum.
Deep Ellum neighborhood in Texas. And there's 3 metal bands. And then, so there's this crowd of people going to see these metal bands, and then these 3 Japanese punk girls get on stage, and it's this mixture of like us and these metal fans, and then all their SuShiMaMiRe fans on Twitter all converge at like 1 in the morning at this bar.
Wow.
I heard people like actually got out of bed to come down.
Yeah, including the bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's in the,
But
in the
people had given up hope, and all of a sudden they're like,
Right.
oh shit! You know?
This is a really big thing, this band. In 2007, they were the best all-girl group according to Shoujo Beat. Was it earlier than 2007 that you first encountered them, Tom?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, they've been a band since '99, but I guess
Yeah.
way back in the MySpace days, people would just like have a song that auto plays when you land on their page,
Yes.
right? One friend of mine from down in Texas
Mhm.
had just the weirdest song I had ever heard in my life to that point.
Yeah.
It's a song called Tea Time Ska,
Yes,
and
that's what we can hear at the moment.
yeah,
And it is weird, and it's great.
right, because it's just the radical shift of moods to it. I'm always delighted with anything that I find that's both East Asian and weird. Japan is like the weirdest of the weird. They're just such a fertile ground for fringe subculture because their mainstream society is so buttoned down and conservative
Mm.
that when they break weird, they're really weird. and I love the song, and I got my hands on the album, and I've just, been obsessing about the band ever since. Every last bootleg that goes up on YouTube and somebody brought a cell phone to one of their shows, I watch it. Everybody has like those one or two obscure bands that they just demand everyone around them know about, and this one's mine.
This particular song, I feel like the emotion, the shifts in emotion, like the darkness, like the metal fans would have liked bits of this song.
Oh,
for
yeah, they
sure.
stuck around.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they blend a lot of influences in their sound. I mean, at their heart, they're a punk band, but they also do like a lot of jazz influence slips into their work, a lot of metal and prog, and
Yeah, even some hip hop and children's songs.
yeah,
I was discovering as I was,
yep.
as I was listening to them. Having first heard them, were you a musician already at that point?
Actually, hearing them gave me the idea that I wanted to form an all-girl band.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was taking a night class at Normandale,
Uh-huh.
and a couple of the students there wanted to like learn how to play bass and drums. And so I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'll be the guitarist then, since I'm teaching you two how to get started. And
Yeah.
before we ever got off the ground, they had quit. So, but fortunately by then we had found Cassandra.
Yeah.
She, when we were talking about this on MySpace about doing this, she saw the conversations. Like, can I come in and be the keyboard player?
Yeah, the band has its genesis in the band that we can hear at the moment.
Very much
in the
so.
song that we can hear at the moment.
Yeah, which is why it's just such a bucket list opportunity to do anything with them for
Yeah.
me.
Hello,
Hello, you hear us okay?
you can hear us?
Yay!
Hello. Did you enjoy playing the Nomad? Did you enjoy playing in Minneapolis? We're very excited for this to be happening. Tara's favorite band. Tara managed to bring her favorite band to the Nomad, and you're going to be back here with a big crowd very soon.
I was really excited to serve some of my beer to my favorite band.
Can we drink your beer next year?
Please do so. Yes. I'll see you all on the 23rd, and I'm really excited that we're going to do this. The few people that have heard about it so far are also getting really excited over here. This is a very new concept to stream a show to a bar from across the world, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Arigato gozaimashita.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.